For Texans who can't pay their electric bill due to loss of wages during the pandemic. It's a stay on disconnections plus some money when you're short. Consumer reporter Steve Noviello is here to show you how to sign up.
My guest today, Andrew Barlow from the Public Utility of Texas. We appreciate you being with us. This is a time where people really need some help, and you folks are stepping up. Tell me about the new program.
Well, initially what happened is that the transmission and distribution utilities, companies like Oncor and CenterPoint, who are the ones with their hand on the switch, initially initiated their own moratorium on disconnects. They said, until the situation can be worked out, we are not going to disconnect anyone for not paying their bill.
Are you saying that these disconnection notices that people are getting, regardless of whether or not they're part of the PUC's program, are not valid?
No, they actually are valid. The plan that was rolled out by our commissioners back on March 26th essentially allows customers of retail electric providers who have lost their jobs to be spared disconnection for a period lasting into July, on July 17th, which gives them an opportunity to hopefully get on unemployment, to collect unemployment insurance, to somehow get some degree of economic stability from those other programs while not having to pay their electricity bill in full.
When we talk about that, and you're specific to say customers of retail electric providers, I know we've got up here some co-ops. Does not include those folks. They're not under the rule of the PUC, correct?
We don't oversee them, but we do oversee the generators, companies like Oncor, and then we have engagement with the retail electric providers who are the immediate contact with most electricity customers in the Metroplex.
So when we're talking about the program that the PUC rolled out, how do people get involved? Do you have to sign up or prove that you are out of work?
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, there actually is what's called the low income list in the state of Texas, and it's fed with data from the Health and Human Services Commission, and it's composed largely of those individuals who are enrolled in SNAP and Medicaid. That list here in Texas is approaching 350,000 Texans. So those people, because they're on that list, are automatically eligible and enrolled in this electricity relief program. However, folks who are losing their jobs need to file for unemployment with the Workforce Commission, and they also need to enroll in the electricity relief program. The idea is that they need to certify verbally, either over the phone or in writing on the website, that they have lost their job and are filing for benefits. But knowing that the struggles that the Workforce Commission is managing in the face of unprecedented call volumes, there is a 30-day grace period from the day that a person enrolls in the program through our toll-free number or the website that they have to then provide the documentation from the Workforce Commission.
So even though it may take somebody a while to get the certification, because as you mentioned, the lines are just so jammed, when they enroll in the program, they're protected immediately.
That's correct.
So if after those 30 days I can't certify because I just can't get through to the TWC, do I then get to have a conversation with the PUC again?
That's absolutely right. What you need to do is basically call that same number back. They'll look up your account that you created when you called in the first time, and they'll basically work with you on an extension so that you can then also reach out to your retail electric provider and let them know, and then we'll just try again.
Really, the first step I would imagine for folks is call your retail electric provider and see what you can work out with them directly.
Absolutely. The other part of the orders that our commissioners signed back on March 26th was a stipulation that retail electric providers owe their customers a deferred payment plan if they request one. And basically, that just is a matter of a customer calling their rep, explaining their situation, the fact that they are unlikely to be able to pay their bill on the next cycle, request that deferred payment plan, and then the conversation moves forward in terms of setting terms and so forth.
Is there any help there in terms of what those terms have to look like? Will things like, do late fees have to be forgiven?
Well, actually, late fees have also been waived by the commission through May 15th.
And we do want to remind folks that this kind of option for all is a deferred payment plan, not payment forgiveness. You're still going to owe the money. The program, though, through the PUC, there is some money there collected through folks like Oncor to actually help pay your bill.
So basically what happens is that a customer of a retail electric provider will still be presented their bill on the scheduled basis. They're asked to pay what they can, And then the unpaid portion will then be presented to the transmission and distribution utility, in the case of the Metroplex, most likely Oncor. And they have a pool of resources that's based on a small fee that they have been adding to all of their electricity bills, which will then be used to offset the cost.
Where do people go to find more information or to enroll for the program?
It's txcovid19erp.org, or they can call a phone number 866-454-8387 and request enrollment.
All right, that information right now on our station website. And when you come see me online, facebook.com/SaveMeSteve. Andrew Barlow from the Public Utility Commission. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Steve, and have a great evening.